What's up, everybody? I'm
And
Sharonda,
I'm Dwight,
and this is Every Ware We Go podcast.
where connection is the destination.
Real stories to show, connections that grow. Everywhere we go, yeah, we tell them. Real stories to show, connections that grow. Everywhere we go, yeah, we tell them.
Her work embodies the philosophy she lives by, being vibrant, unshakable, joyful, excellent, and evolving. She has modeled each of these qualities in a way that has impacted thousands across North Alabama.
Our guest today represents the highest standard of entrepreneurial leadership in Huntsville. As the founder and owner of Vujee Vegan, she has built one of the region's most influential culinary brands while advancing health, joy, and community connection through plant based food. This woman is not just a boss lady, she was our boss. We want to introduce Nikia Lightfoot.
Woo, 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 woo! I like
Had to
it.
add
I like
that in
it.
it. She was our boss. We want to
She was
go
our
into
boss.
it.
Yes.
So welcome. We're so excited you're here with us.
yes.
you.
You made it on.
We
Go
know how
ahead.
busy you are, so it's not easy to catch you.
Well, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we want to just get right into it.
Let's get into it. So,
Okay.
we like to start off with where questions.
Yes.
So, the first question is, where do you remember meeting us?
If you remember meeting
If
us,
you
can start with
remember.
that.
So I remember meeting you two at St. Mark at the egg extravaganza. That was our first food truck event at St. Mark. And you guys came to my food truck.
I didn't realize that was your first food truck event there.
Yes.
I'm
that
glad
was
you
a-
remember because I did not
No,
remember.
no, no. Hear me. That was the first event in person, like after COVID. Like we
Yes.
started going virtually in like December of
Yes.
2020.
Yep. Yep.
2020.
Yep.
And then by Easter, your pastor was like, "We're gonna finally be in person. We're gonna be in person for Easter." And then I do remember that the only food truck that was there was Vujee Vegan.
Yes.
That was so dope. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we met pretty early on.
That was very early.
When we
yes.
moved, we weren't even here like barely 2 years at
Yep.
that time. All right, so I got a weird question too. Um, that's not it. Well, where have we seen you out?
Or gone out. Maybe
Out and
gone
about.
out.
Just out.
Y'all can go out together. Wherever y'all go.
Oh, well, at the camp for
Definitely.
Dwight's birthday.
When I
She
turned
was
19.
out that time.
was
Turned
out.
19, yes.
Yeah,
I don't get a lot of opportunities to step out, but I remember seeing you guys out that night.
that was
Yeah.
so good of you to come out. And of course, we've done a lot with the breast cancer walk.
Absolutely.
And you guys have sponsored, like, even doing T-shirts and everything like that to go. So
Yes.
that was also awesome.
Yeah. And where is your happy place?
My happy place is at the spa.
I thought she was gonna say Vujee Vegan, but I was like,
Well, Bougie Vegan is my happy place, but my happy place is at the spa where I can just let my hair down and get some self care and take care of myself.
that's good. That's really good.
All right. That's not your happy place. Okay.
He's just trying. He's trying to direct the happy place for me because he
I'll be her spa.
he don't want to be the
you
spa
know.
sponsor, but that's
We
okay.
got a jacuzzi tub, so that's your spa.
Yeah, right. So where are you from?
I am from Huntsville, Alabama, born and
All right.
raised.
She's actually a native.
I am
You're
a native.
One of the
Wow,
rare
that is
native.
one of the rare natives. So
Yeah.
well connected. So we hear about this Vujee Vegan. Let's talk about Vujee Vegan. What is it and where
All
did it come
right,
from?
so when people hear the word bougie, they think either vegan or they think bougie. And for me, bougie isn't a diet, it's a decision. It's how I live my life with flavor, faith, and freedom.
Flavor, faith, and freedom. That's what's up. But I still think it's kind of elegant, right? Like I think Vujee is not. It's like the opposite of ghetto to me when I hear Vujee. I think classy.
Of course.
Classy.
Yeah,
Of
like
course.
you,
Yes.
because I've never not seen you looking classy. So
Thank you.
No, I love that because when I was thinking, I was like Vujee, and then I put together two and two together and got bougie. It came from
It's a
bougie. So
wordplay on the word bougie.
we
But
don't
it's
believe in wordplays on everywhere we go.
but it's
Okay.
every word out his mouth is wordplay. But anyway, but like Vujee Vegan is also the restaurant that right now is one its main location right now is located across from Alabama A&M University on Meridian Street.
Yes.
That's right. And you guys have been open coming up almost a year, right?
Actually, February of this year was a year.
Oh wow.
Yes. Like
So
time is
awesome.
flying by.
I
Yes.
know. Because y'all have had multiple locations to an extent, right? You had your location that was also on Meridian Street.
Yes. So when I first started Vujee in 2020, we started off serving. Well, when I first started, I was serving from my home, right?
Oh,
I
wow.
was like selling plates to people that I knew.
Oh, wow.
And then we just grew from there and we started selling at the farmer's market. And then I connected with another chef here in Huntsville, and we shared a commissary together.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so it seemed like every year we started moving to different locations and growing. And finally, I was able to land my own location on Meridian Street.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. We really want to get into that, but let's take a little step back. Like, where did the idea come from? Were you always, you know,
Well, at the age of 12, I knew that I wanted to own a restaurant. There was just this burning desire to have a restaurant. And at that time, I didn't know what that was. But now that I've grown and I'm older, I believe that it was the Holy Spirit speaking to me and, letting me know that this was going to be my path. And so at 12, I was like, I'm going to be a restaurant owner. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I knew that it was going to happen.
so it was like 15 years ago.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
And so I had an opportunity to purchase a franchise, and I didn't have enough liquid cash. So that opportunity didn't even go anywhere because I didn't have the cash to purchase. And then a few years later, after I graduated from college, I had another opportunity to buy a restaurant, and I let a friend of mine talk me into being my business partner. And so we had met with the business owners, we had seen the books. It was a very lucrative business, big profit. And I went to the bank. We made an appointment to sign the papers to acquire the business. I showed up with my deposit, and he stood me up at the bank.
Wow.
And I was furious.
Of course.
Well, initially,
Would be, yes.
I would say initially I wasn't upset. I was concerned because I was calling, he wasn't answering. And then I just got really upset because I'm like, we've gone through all this. We've went through the whole process. Here's my portfolio and here's my deposit. And you stood me up at the bank.
That's almost like standing up at the altar.
Also,
you know? It's
yeah.
like-
Yeah.
That kind of decision is so critical. Did he ever give an explanation?
Yes. So I ran into him during COVID when we were allowed to go out in the streets, and I recognized him behind the mask. And everything that I had bottled up in me from that day at the bank, I let him have it. He was very apologetic, but I needed to release that,
Yes.
right?
Sure.
But I'm really glad that that happened because that wasn't my path to have to pour into someone else's franchise business. So yeah. So after that, in 2012, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And the day after my diagnosis, I started my plant-based journey. I was afraid. When you hear the word cancer, back then, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is a death sentence. And so I wanted to do everything that I could to beat this. So coupling plant-based eating with modern medicine. I believe that that's what helps me on my journey, healing quickly, having few side effects, and just being on this side. And so, with me learning how to cook plant based food, I studied, I watched other vegan chefs. That's how Vujee Vegan was birthed.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's incredible, but you mentioned a year that you really birthed it, like 2020.
Yes.
Was that like in the middle of COVID?
Yes.
So how did that happen?
So September 16, 2020, I signed the papers with the state of Alabama. Like I incorporated my business. I did all the things. But prior to that, I was learning how to season my food, like cook without meat. And I'd like to kind of go back a little bit before 2020. In 2014, 2 years after my breast cancer diagnosis, I had started a vegan meal prep business.
Okay.
And I didn't get the return that I wanted. But I did meal prep for quite some time, and that's where I was, selling out of my home. I was preparing food for coworkers and friends and families. I was doing all the things, but just the return didn't give me what I needed. So I ended up dissolving. I actually had a business. I mean, it was a business, a catering business. But I dissolved the business because I just wasn't getting the return that I wanted.
Wow. So this is multiple businesses. Like these are several different attempts that happened, different setbacks, and then you still kept going and you still pivoted to where you are now.
Yes.
Incredible. I'm gonna take you back a little bit of time because when it comes to entrepreneurship, it's in your blood. Am I right? I mean, it's kind of in your roots. And I was gonna say, can you tell us a little bit about that history of entrepreneurship in your family?
Well, my parents were very successful entrepreneurs. My dad he still has a construction company. And my mother has a fitness center, personal trainer and fitness center. And as a kid, I've always been inspired by my parents, and I watched them grind and work hard. Nothing was handed to them. They worked for what they had, and they just inspired me. And so I've always had that bug to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know prior to me being 12. I just didn't know what that was, but I knew that I was going to own a business. Because as a kid, I sold body scrubs and lotions before they even became popular.
Wow.
I was a personal shopper, whether I was helping people find clothes or doing grocery shopping. So I was Instacarting before Instacarting became popular. Okay.
I
Should have called it Nikia cart.
I know. I'm like,
could've
man, I should have
Yes.
known. But yeah, I've always had that bug, and my parents inspired me. I've seen them go hard, and I go just as hard for Vujee Vegan.
Wow, that's so incredible.
Yeah. So, I mean, you manage with so much grace. How do you stay focused when life gets busy at every angle?
Well, my faith is what keeps me focused and keep me grounded. I Although I'm thinking about all the different things that I have going on, I always have to keep my mind on Christ, because that's what keeps me grounded and focused. And so that helps me to navigate through all the other things that are going on in my life with people pulling at me, whether it's my full time job, whether it's the restaurant, or whether it's just people that want to confide in me. So I'm getting pulled in all different directions. So it's really my faith that keeps me grounded and helps me to stay focused to be able to navigate through all these different paths.
She got the Lord on her side. I mean, so we're gonna kind of go back to when Vujee Vegan first opened because, like you said, you've already gone through a year. I mean, that already is a huge milestone for any restaurant, as we know or have heard. But when Vujee Vegan first opened, what are some things people don't know or don't realize about surviving like year one of a restaurant?
Whew. The restaurant industry is so hard and it's so competitive, and you have to deal with everyone's opinions and views, and oh, you should do it like this, you should do it, oh, you shouldn't do that. You get a lot of that, the Google reviews and the cyber bullies. You get all of these things, and it's like dealing with, and employees, like the turnover in food industry is so high. So all of these different things, it's like it's so hard, right? Like trying to make sure you're pleasing the masses, but staying true to what you've been called to do. It's like it's a war, like it's a constant war. Um, and so what I have to do is, well, let me go back to the question about how hard it is to survive the first year. It's extremely hard, but I made sure, and I still have a really good team. When I say team, I mean executive team, from my coach to my attorney to my accountant. Like these are things that people sometimes don't have in place. And so I made sure that I have a solid executive team to make sure that I'm staying on track, to make sure that I'm staying within a budget. I funded my business myself. I did not want to have investors. You know, who would better be the person to bank on yourself other than yourself?
That's right.
So I took a big risk, but I believed in myself. And so I think that that's part of the reason why I was able to, I'm still sustaining. And that's not boasting, but I think that just having the right people in place and just betting on myself and believing in myself is what has allowed me to hang in there the first year, second year, and hopefully, to continue on.
Yeah, we've seen that, and I know there are a lot of challenges with employees. You got to market, inventory, and but what are some of the benefits of? Because I know we see the challenges, but I know that there's like a bigger benefit.
You mean like as far as owning the restaurant or being a Vujee Vegan like creator?
Yes, Vujee Vegan.
So the benefits of Vujee Vegan, well, I'd say for me, it's living my dream, living my childhood dream. And every day I pinch myself because I'm like, man, I was born and raised in this city and I'm literally feeding my community. And it's just so mind blowing to me that wow, this little girl who had this dream is like literally living her dream. But also a benefit of it is when customers come in, we've had so many testimonies of customers, letting me know their doctor took them off of cholesterol medication. They've had to reduce their blood pressure medication, or they've completely come off of their blood pressure medicine because they've switched over to a plant-based
Yes.
diet. And that's a huge benefit. That's so rewarding for me.
Well, it's not just the food or feeding the community. You've also provided some jobs, and you've got some A-lister employees under you. One was Sharonda, and the other one was myself.
Absolutely.
Some A-listers, yes.
We had our opportunity.
So we had an opportunity
to see everything.
Yes, we got to see it firsthand. So it wasn't just, hey, she's doing this. We got to see behind the scenes. So we worked there. We were able to assist.
You didn't say what job you had. So I was at the desk, right? I mean, at the front.
counter.
The cashier,
Cashier.
the hostess, yes.
The greeter.
Yes.
And then
She went off her looks, but
it's so funny because
and what was I?
He was on. He was
You
on.
were the fry guy.
I was on the. I was a fry guy.
the
I was a
fry
fry
guy.
guy. Yeah.
That's what they say. They, you know, that expression like, if you don't study hard, you're gonna have to do fries. But it's like,
Yeah.
it's, you,
And
I
then
honestly,
there's management, and then there's upper management.
no, but right, that was like the coming
Coming
to
to
America.
America, yeah.
But no, to me, honestly, what I think a lot of people underestimate is just how much is involved in learning, like what you need to do. There were plenty of times where I was like, what? I'm not smart. I thought I was a smart girl.
So she asked a high schooler to help her out.
Exactly. She was
As a
very
high
helpful
schooler,
too. I
yes,
remember.
yes.
But yeah, it's like more complicated than that, right?
It really is. Like people think that, oh, it's so easy to go back there and cook a burger and cook fries, but it's really like it's a science, it's a method to it. It's not as easy as people think it is.
Yeah, but you run a tight ship too. Like they've never had not even 1 point shaved off their health
No,
score.
their health scores are like
100.
I've seen hundreds, and I've worked back there, and I can see
Now
why
you
it's
know.
100. Everything is clean, it's sterilized. I mean, we
And you have
we
to
make
wash
sure.
the dishes at like a high
I've had to wash
temperature.
dishes at a high temperature. Yeah, we were working
Tight ship.
hard back there.
Yes.
And
But
that's
it was clean.
and that's
it was
part of
clean.
the Vujee brand, you know, that E is excellence. And it's important that everything that I do, from whether it's my personal life or Vujee Vegan, everything should be done with a spirit of excellence. It's not that, you know, I'm trying to run a tight shift or trying to, you know, micromanage, but, you know, excellence is important. I excellence is important.
Well, it seems like you just have that level of like responsibility, right? Like you know that people have expectations. Some people have to travel from very far to come to Vujee Vegan. They're like, I gotta have me some Vujee Vegan. And I've seen customers that drove from out of state just so they could get some Vujee Vegan, or they happen to be in town for a gig. A lot of celebrities have done that. I remember I'm gonna name drop.
Yeah, because she is jumping ahead. So go ahead.
I'm jumping ahead.
You jumping ahead, but go ahead. We on the topic, so go ahead.
I gotta say, it was Tasha from Escape that was there one time I was working, and I know Country Wayne is a huge fan every time he performs, and I don't know if you have NDAs on other people. That's the only people I knew about.
What
so.
about Tabitha Brown?
Oh my gosh, Tabitha, yes, that was so
How
crazy.
she forget that? So you've had like viral moments. So tell us
Oh, and
about that.
that yeah, there was also a Vujee chef, but I can't remember. Not Vujee chef, but vegan
Chef
chef.
Joya.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, she's my mentor. But yeah, she's recently been to Vujee Vegan, and she was a guest chef at Vujee. But like the most viral,
You had another guest chef other than me?
yes.
Oh wow, okay.
Some people got big heads about it. Please continue,
But
Nikia.
we have you on the schedule to come back this
Okay.
year.
I may not be available, but go ahead.
But I guess our most viral moment that we've had so far at Vujee is Tabitha Brown. That moment was like surreal. Like Auntie Tab is in the building, like in the house. Like what?
Probably the most famous vegan in the world.
Yes, and eating my food, going live, and enjoyed everything that we prepared for her.
Yeah.
So that was so exciting.
So
That was a good weekend because we got to meet her as well. So
it just
yes.
it just so happened. Well, this was at a conference. Nikia is actually one of the speakers at
Yes,
the
you were.
conference.
Yes.
And so was Tabitha. And so like we were just vending, and we had no idea that she was gonna come through the vending hall, but she stopped by our table. We gotta put that picture up. That was she's just all the things, right?
She
But she
is.
thought so much of you. Like I think that's incredible because she doesn't just eat vegan. I mean, she like cooks vegan. Like she's promoted
Yeah.
that plant-based.
Yeah, but we're hearing more and more of celebrities that are going vegan or
even
vegetarian,
non-celebrities.
so
Not vegan, but at least
you're a celebrity in
plant-based.
my book.
Yeah, I like to say, I guess my new vocabulary word is plant forward.
Yes.
I like to
that's
use the
good.
word plant forward.
Plant forward. Yeah, that's
Oh
good.
man, I love it. And
that
what's the slogan for Vujee Vegan?
Let us remain calm. It's
Yeah.
Let us
Magic.
remain calm. I looked at that like 3 times. I was like, oh, I get it. I I get it. But yeah, it's like an amazing slogan, and just the vibe that's in there. It's just
Yeah.
like a calm location.
Everything's
And you
so
just
aligned. It's not just the food. Like the food is technically like comfort food in the sense that it's the kind of menu that people like.
well,
You could tell your kids like, "Oh, we're getting ready to go to
I
Vujee
have a
Vegan."
confession.
What? Oh,
I did not like vegetarian food.
before.
I did not. I did not, and I wouldn't eat it either. I take a bite. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man.
He's a convert.
But when I had your sandwiches, your
burgers,
burgers, I was like, oh, this is
chicken.
actually good. This is really good. And I've
Okra. He's a big okra fiend. Like I was kind of. I didn't know that you liked okra like that, and
I
then
don't like okra.
but you like Vujee Vegan okra.
Of course, because they put the season, like the special seasoning on there.
Proprietary.
And
love it.
it's good. And sometimes I snuck the seasoning on my fries too. So if I could do that, that was good. But the season is well seasoned.
Tell us why you came up with the term "plant forward," because I'm getting a feeling about that, but I don't. I'll tell you what I think what you
Well,
might
what
have
do
been
you
thinking.
think?
Well, to me, it seems like it's like inclusive in a lot of ways. You're like because I always used to say this to Dwight. Probably what September 24, 20. Oh shoot, 2024.
Okay.
2024, I just started eating plant based, and it was just more of, it wasn't as conscious a decision as the one that you made, but it was kind of health related. And I didn't believe I could do it. Really, you inspired me to like, okay, I can still have food that I like and do a plant based, diet. I still do eat dairy and I still do eat eggs, but my point is that he can eat everything that we can eat. It's just that you can't eat everything that he might be eating. So to me, it's more inclusive when you eat plant based than not.
So my Venn diagram has you like a small circle, and I got the big circle.
You can eat all the things, and you want to because it tastes good.
Right.
Am I right? Is that making sense? I guess.
It does make sense. And I just like the terminology just moving forward with focusing on plants. Kind of want to get away from using the word plant-based
Yeah.
or vegan.
Yeah.
So I've just started coining the phrase plant forward.
There's another plant that you have in there too, plant magic.
Yes.
Yes.
It is plant
It's magic.
It is magic.
because you don't know all the secrets, but you'd be like, it's good.
Yes. Is this really?
It's one of those you take a bite, and you're like,
you too. People might think you're lying. Like, you
It's
sure?
magic.
it's one of those you take a bite of, and you're like, oh, this is actually good. That's actually been my reaction. So.
Yeah, because it's not just the
Yes.
seasoning; it's the preparation, and I guess that's why you've been so specific about like how it needs to be executed. in the
Absolutely.
restaurant for sure. Well, I did have another question about. Really, it's more so. I guess more so in the sense of like, okay, now this might be like, I guess, I don't know if it's a secret or anything, but you mentioned that you had the idea, you had the inspiration, the calling to become a restaurateur at a young age, at 12. What was that restaurant initially?
So the first one was McDonald's.
That's what is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because you're the exact opposite.
Exactly.
McDonald's.
So the first one was McDonald's.
And then the second one was Waffle King.
Oh.
So how are you gonna do McDonald's? Was it gonna be like Vic-Donald's or something like
No,
that?
no, this was years
No,
ago
but
when
this
she
was
12.
before.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, this was before I.
But you have a spin on McDonald's. You have like
We
a
have a VMAC.
VMAC,
VMAC.
not the Big Mac. You got a VMAC.
We got a VMAC.
And the VMAC.
It's VMACing. It's macking.
It's
Yes.
macking.
A lot of people like the sauce even by
I ate it. I was like the Miggity Miggity Mac Daddy. Well, the VMAC, Miggity Mac Daddy.
He's so dumb.
Okay. We really did.
So you talked about the E in Vujee, but what is the rest of the acronym?
Well, you say it.
Okay, I'll say it. Can I say it?
Sure.
It's V is for vibrant, U is for unshakable, J is for joyful, E is for excellent, and E is for evolving.
Yes.
I
That's
feel like
It was written down.
So I read-
She made it seem like she memorized it. Come on.
I still stand firm in actually having it right. But which one of those terms would you say describes this current season of your life the most?
I would say Evolving.
Mm.
That's the last E of Vujee. I think that as long as we're living, as long as we're breathing, we should be evolving every day. We should not be in the same place that we were 6 months ago or a year ago. We should always be growing, finding ways to do things better. It's also a mindset, evolving.
Right. Not a
So-
fixed mindset. You've got constant growth.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
You know what was interesting? We kind of knew of you before we. I don't know if it was before we knew you, but we had a common friend, a mutual friend. So we went on a cruise.
Oh yes,
We
before
went
we
on a
actually met
cruise.
you.
Yeah, and there was a couple, and it was like right before we were about to move here.
She remembers.
I was like, where are we going with
is
this? I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Goes on a cruise.
didn't
Hey,
expect to
stays
talk
on a
about this.
cruise.
Hey, this is not
Yeah,
that.
But no, we met and we used to we did like some
You gotta
Black
say
and
who
Married
it
with
is.
Kids, Black and Married with Kids cruises, and there was another couple that was on there. And right before we moved here to Huntsville, there was a couple that stayed at our house. And
Well, you
it
make
was
it sound like they stayed forever. We had a visit
a
from
weekend. It was a
the
weekend.
Agnews, Brian and Lauren Agnew, who, I mean, it's what's so funny is because the cruise was like an annual thing for like several years in a row. And so on the third year, we were like, oh man, can't wait to see everybody. And everybody was looking forward to seeing the Agnews because everybody really loved them. But Lauren was expecting, and they actually ended up coming to Huntsville and visiting you instead of going on a cruise. Like, just the coincidence of it
Yes.
was
Small
crazy.
world.
Yes. So incredible. But like, did we
But
know?
they were one of the first. No, they were one of the first people that knew. I don't even think our parents knew. They
That-
stayed with us the weekend we found out that we
Oh,
would be
about the
moving here. So,
transfer.
yes.
Yeah. But they actually, that was positive because they really liked.
Yeah, they said
they really
we
liked
know
it in
people in Huntsville.
You
They
must
know
have
good
given
people.
them a good visit.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so crazy that you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had forgotten about that. But yeah, Brian, shout out to Brian and the Agnews.
Hey,
Now they got
Agnews.
two girls, not
Mhm,
just the one.
yeah.
They were expecting the oldest daughter. So I guess being that you have, come through so many things and come out on the other side of it successful with the opening of Vujee and Vujee doing well, Vujee Vegan being a successful restaurant, what advice would you give to the person who's sitting on a business idea because they're scared to start?
I would say just do it scared.
Do it scared.
Do it scared.
Do it scared.
I wake up sometimes fearful, and I have been doing this business for 6 years.
Wow, yeah.
And you just have to do it. Don't have any regrets. I wish I could. I wish I did. You don't want to have those moments or those thoughts of I wish I had. And you can't worry about the naysayers and what the people out there will say, because if it was that easy, everybody always has something to say, but if it was that easy, they would be doing it, right? Or a lot more people would be doing it. So I would say do it scared. Also, market research. Make sure that, what does your competition look like? Is there a need in the area? Get you a mentor, someone that may be in the same vein of what your business idea, and find somebody that's successful, not somebody that's, doing here or there, doing stuff out of their trunks. You want somebody that has a proven track record. And then who measures success? The way that I measure success may not be the way that you measure success, right? Some people think being successful is having $5 million in the bank. Others may be, well, I survived this and I was able to do this and this and this. So, don't measure success based on what everybody else thinks success is.
That's good.
Powerful.
Do it scared.
Yeah.
Because I know if I don't do it, I'm scared of you. So
He always got something fun.
definitely
He
do
always
it.
got something to say. You would think I was a monster, right? But Nikia knows me very well. We are very good friends.
Help me. Go ahead.
Dwight, you should be
I didn't know
scared.
if
No,
you
I'm
were
just
gonna
kidding. I'm just kidding.
So, like a lot of the theme of everything we talk about on Everywhere We Go is about like connection and just how much of a theme that is. I don't know if you wanted to get into that as your question or
No, go ahead.
okay. So I was just gonna ask in your life and your experiences and just your way of thinking, like what is connection meant for you?
Um, Connection is very important. When I first started Vujee Vegan, I was so excited and I was sharing my vision with people, and I was like, "Oh, well, we should partner, we should connect, we should, get together." And I found out that Vujee Vegan was a calling on my life. And so I was trying to pull people in that should not have been tied to my business. And so when I started bringing people in, we started head bumping. People were trying to take my business to in a different direction. And every time I tried to make moves to do something, I would get knocked down. I would get turned away. Oh no, all these things. And God reminded me that I didn't call all these other people to it. I called you to it. And until you recognize that at this moment, I'm the connection that you need, nothing is going to succeed. You're going to always run into the wall. You're going to always, detour because you're listening to other people. You haven't prayed about the people that you're connecting with. And that's why it's like you're just chasing your tail. You're running in circles because you haven't consulted me on the people that you need to be connected with.
Wow.
And so connections are very important. Even some of the people that you care about that want to be connected, it's not that they're bad people, they're just not supposed to be connected. So you just need to be mindful about who you're letting in your circle, who you are connecting with. And since you all are people of faith, make sure it's just advice because you guys are doing your thing too. Just make sure that you, pray and ask God, is this the person or is this the company that I need to be connected with?
Wow.
So that you've always inspired me because I think someone said something. I think you were going through a lot at the time, and you were like really stressed out. And then someone said, "Well, take a break," and you was like, "No, this is my purpose." And I've always carried that in the back of my mind, so that when we started to do our own thing, that purpose has pushed me. I don't do it just for my own benefit. I'm definitely not doing it for the money because that's not there yet. But I do it because I feel like there's a purpose. I think we're doing it because there's a bigger purpose.
The thing I've always seen in you, Nakia, is that it's such a calling on your life that like you can't not do it.
Yes.
And it takes that level of commitment and just like, yeah, faith for sure that like gets through all the obstacles and all the tough times that have arisen, and that's why you've gotten to where you've gotten. So I received that. I'll take all the advice possible because it sounds to me like sometimes we think of connection as like, okay, it's necessary to make sure that we're plugged into different ones and communicating with a lot of people and having a wide network. But it sounds to me like, and I always get this from you, it's like, watch, have some discernment, be sometimes guarded as needed. So I appreciate that. I do.
And I'll add to that, everybody that, like I said, everybody that wants to connect or you have that connection, it's not all bad. But then you have people that see the vision and they want to get connected to either steal your idea or to infiltrate some negativity that will cause discord between couples, that will cause discord within the business. And so you just have to be mindful about all connections.
Wow. That was a good one. That was a good answer.
That's a
It's a
strong
complete
word.
answer. And that leads us to our next game. I think we're about due for a game
Come on,
with all
game.
this. So
Yeah, he's switching it up. He's
we gotta
switching it
switch
up.
it up.
So this
We got
little
a connection
game.
game.
Yeah, it's actually kind of like an either or. So we kind of trying to go fast because we don't want you to think too hard about it. It's not deep thoughts. It's
Okay.
just like, just tell us your either or. Okay. Are we alternating?
Let's
or-
alternate.
Okay. So I got first one.
Yes.
Okay. So early bird hustle or late night grind.
Early bird hustle.
All right. Loud music in the kitchen or quiet focus?
Oh, loud music.
Man, so we were in the back. We was playing.
Y'all,
this song.
hey, in the
We was
back.
jamming. But what did catch me was one employee used to play like line dance music and didn't line dance. I'm like, what's up with this?
That was a little odd.
I enjoyed that. So when I heard the line, when I would come in, I get my line dancing on in the kitchen because it's always about having
So
a
when
good
it wasn't
time.
music, we were
You do know how to have a good time. I do know that. So, sweet potato pie or peach cobbler?
Peach cobbler.
Really? Okay.
business win or a much needed nap.
Ooh, that's hard. A win. You sleep when you're dead.
I knew she was going to say I'm going, let me see. Is she going to say what she thinks is the best idea or is she going to go by what she's been doing? And that's definitely the truth. Okay. Cook solo or lead a team?
Cook solo.
Create a new dish or perfect a classic.
I love creating new dishes.
And you do that sometimes. Sometimes you go off script, go off the menu, and you have some special days. Tell us about that real quick.
Actually, we just had an event at Vujee Vegan, and we dropped our new grilled chicken.
You have a grilled chicken?
Yes, and it's so delicious.
It's like a lemon kind of like tone. Like, oh, it was so good. It's so well
But you have other things. You have barbecue.
They did some ribs.
Oh yeah, barbecue ribs, mac and cheese.
And then they had the breakfast.
Oh yeah, we had the breakfast pop up too.
That pop up was so. This is where we start getting into the whole like Vujee Vegan brings joy because everybody was like
Yes. And you better get there early. Get there early because they do sell out.
they do sell out. Okay, getting back on track of the game. VIP dinner crowd or packed lunch rush.
I like a good VIP, honey.
I was like, is she gonna keep it real?
like a good
That's
VIP.
I was like, we gonna keep it real or not? She's keeping it real. Okay.
Soy or tofu?
What'd you say?
Soy or tofu?
Same.
It's
Okay.
it's the see he don't know. He don't know. You could have said
question.
tofu or tempeh or something like
Okay.
that,
Well,
or
you said it.
mushroom or tofu. But that's not the question. Vacation beach or cabin escape?
Vacation beach.
There's only one answer for this one. Dwight on the grill or Sharonda greeting customers?
I know, right?
You don't have to answer the right way.
Oh, right. The wares at Vujee Vegan.
She cheated.
It didn't matter. I was going to edit it out. So it didn't matter.
She's trying to pander to you. You know I'm number one. You're not in a sorority.
She's so
Anyway.
politically correct. Yes. So
All right.
we're keeping up with the fun.
Yeah.
We have something. It's like a Black History. It's not real, but it's culturally accepted. So
Okay.
it's culturally accurate. That's what it is. It's culturally accurate. So you don't have to say anything. You don't have to think anything. Just listen to it. So it's like a fake Black History.
Okay.
On this day in 1966, Charlene Coleman became the first person to be uninvited to a cookout for requesting vegetarian options.
He's not gonna laugh at that. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, that's his
I had
black
to put that one out
folklore.
there. It's my black folklore. So it's done by my brother. He comes up with these.
And they
funny
shouldn't have
options,
did that to Charlene. She
I know. Charlene was
Black people
she
be
was ahead of her
ignorant.
time. She was ahead of her time.
Plan forward.
Plan
Plan
forward.
forward, that's
Plan
what it
forward.
is.
Forward. See?
She was ahead of her time. So.
Evolve. They need to evolve.
Evolve.
Well, you have revolutionized the vegetarian / vegan scene. You've had food trucks. You've evolved into a restaurant. So we want to do our last where question. And where do you go from here?
Well, I would love to expand the business. I'm not exactly sure. My vision when I first started the business was over here. But again, I'm evolving. And I'm looking at, inflation and, the rising costs of rent and things like that. And so I am looking at other ways, possibly putting my products on the shelf in stores, shipping options, just evolving.
Evolving.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be good. That's what I know about you. So I'm excited for you, and we're so proud of you.
Thank
and we're
you.
so happy you came to share with us today.
Thank you. I'm happy to have spent this time with you guys, and thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
And thank you for coming on Everywhere We Go.
That's what it is. We'll see you out.
See you out. Thank you, Nikia.
Thank you.
V's up. V's up.
V's up.
Up.